At 3:22 a.m., the moon vanished. Not an eclipse. Not a shadow. It was simply gone, blinking out of the sky like a dying light bulb. Telescopes scrambled to find it. Nothing. It wasn't blocked or hidden. It had ceased to exist. Minutes later, the oceans began to shift. Tides reversed. Currents twisted. Thousands of ships lost control. In coastal cities from San Francisco to Karachi, water pulled away from the shore as if something massive was inhaling beneath the surface. Then, from the deep trenches of the Pacific, a sound emerged. Not heard through air, but through matter. The earth itself vibrated with it. A resonance, ancient and wrong, that made teeth chatter and bones ache. Seismographs everywhere registered a harmonic pattern instead of a quake. 3 hours later, the sky split over Beijing. A rift, vertical, glowing with pulsating green lines, opened without warning, 10 kilometers tall and a kilometer wide. From it descended a structure, like a cathedral made of bones and light. Its base never touched the ground. It hovered. Observed. Calculated. The Chinese military responded within minutes. Jets scrambled. Missiles locked. But before they could fire, every weapon system failed. Cockpits went black. Engines stalled. Planes spiraled. And when the first missile left its launcher, it reversed in midair and returned to sender. Nothing was left of the base. A second rift opened above Nigeria. Then another over Germany. Then Chile. Then Antarctica. Each one deployed a different structure, some shaped like pyramids, some like towers, others like impossible geometries that hurt to look at. They didn't speak. They didn't move. They just hovered, and began changing reality around them. In Berlin, the air became dense. People couldn't breathe. Not suffocating, just incompatible. In Lagos, time warped. Shadows moved out of sync with their owners. Children aged decades in minutes. Old men grew younger, screamed, then collapsed. In Santiago, gravity failed. Buildings tore from the ground. Cars floated. People drifted upward, screaming until their voices vanished. Earth was no longer stable. Something was rewriting the rules. Scientists theorized these structures weren't weapons, they were terraforming engines. But not for plants or air. They were reshaping physics. Recalibrating existence. Dr. Maren Holt, a physicist from Geneva, discovered a chilling correlation. The frequencies emitted by the structures matched the quantum resonance of human DNA. They're not targeting our cities, she said. They're targeting us. Our definition of life. The United Nations declared a global cataclysm event. Martial law swept across remaining countries. But no defense worked. And then, on day 4, survivors started disappearing. Not dying. Not fleeing. Vanishing. One moment standing. The next, gone, as if erased frame by frame from existence. It wasn't random. All the vanished had one thing in common, they had experienced the same dream. A voice calling from underwater. A face too big to be seen. A door opening beneath their feet. Those who hadn't dreamed it began calling them the touched. Governments tried to isolate these people, test them, protect them. It didn't help. The rifts pulsed. The touched vanished. No sound. No flash. Just absence. On day 5, the sky changed. Stars blinked in unfamiliar patterns. Constellations shifted. Something was manipulating Earth's position in space, or replacing the space around Earth entirely. The sun flickered. For 2 hours, it turned blue. Crops died. Power grids failed. Animals went mad. And then a message arrived. It wasn't broadcast. It appeared in every reflective surface, mirrors, windows, water. It was a symbol, a spiral of eyes. Below it, a phrase burned itself into perception. Not into language. Into thought. Return the core. No one knew what it meant. But the rift above Antarctica grew brighter. Satellites focused there revealed something massive beneath the ice. Round, metallic, pulsing like a heart. Something buried for eons. And something the invaders wanted back. Excavation began. But time was short. The rifts were multiplying. Earth was being peeled. Dimension by dimension. Scientists, soldiers, and survivors gathered at the South Pole, determined to reach the object before the aliens did. What they found was a sphere, 6 kilometers wide, humming with impossible energy. Inside, they discovered a chamber, and a being. Human-shaped, but asleep. Preserved in light. They couldn't wake it. They didn't understand it. But it opened its eyes. And whispered one word, too late.